Welcome back to the fourth and final part of our SOVL Empires of Men Captain playthrough on the highest difficulty. We've reached the promised land of Act 3, a promised land in which everyone and everything is trying to kill us. Truly nirvana. So as you can see here, you get the usual random events, campsites and kind of armories, but then every single battle is an elite battle. You have no choice. Now ordinarily when I get to this stage, your army that defeated the Act 2 boss with a little bit of upgrades off of the last row of shops can usually take on the Act 3, so you don't have to try too hard. However, I'm going for the kind of min-maxed approach here, taking as many fights as I can. So I'm going to do it the hard way, and I'm going to go fight, 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 and then shop, and then you want to stop at this campsite rather than random events, because it's just great for healing your army up to max before you go into the final boss. You get experience well if you need it, so we're going to do it the grim way possible. We're going to go for maximum battle, maximum gold. When you're doing this campaign yourselves, you don't need to do this. This is over and above. You could just take some rests and some random events, maybe an elite or two to warm up, but going for that much is pushing it. But we will, because we're battle-hungry men, and we know no better. Aeolotti, facing lizards. Reptilian kingdoms, they're going first, that's okay. So, you on the flank. We obviously want these to be kind of somewhere back here, just get everything else out of the way. So ideally I want this to be able to shoot in such a fashion that it can hit. So the only thing it can't hit is stuff back here, but it can hit everything there, pretty much everything there, that's good. And you can accompany them, try and separate them a touch so one unit can't get onto both of them, that would be a bit annoying. Maybe onto that side with you instead. Nah, let's just keep them over here. Archers can go over there to shoot things. Swordsmen to kind of, that's a bit, in between is a bit pointless because they're not going to be able to block or intercept anything, so there's not really a cause. So I just have you in front and you can be behind to... I'm going to have them take the majority of shooting if there is any. Then you can fly forward and start getting onto things. Don't block the line of sight of my mortar, please, that'd be kind of annoying. Still need to have them blocking shots though, like so. Here we go, Reptilian Kingdom. So some fast moving pterodactyl riders, some very tough... They get to go with some very tough Triceratops. They got 8 wounds at defense 7. They're not no slouches. Skirmishers, 15 foot to shoot the back. Pretty poor shooting is not the priority. Some bruisers, some super heavy infantry. Fire lizard, we can just shoot fire lizard. So these aren't too worrying. I'm more... Well, the obvious thing we're going to have to do is use the cannon to shoot down the Triceratops. If I have to take a choice, I'm going to aim at the one that has a Newt Priest on it. So you might as well kill that one as fast as possible. 2+1. Good, we're halfway there. Odds on is we can kill it in the next turn with the next shot. They're trying to shoot my light cav. Because we have the Banner of Mist, they can only hit on 6s, so almost nothing. I'm going to pass a bunch. It will mean that they get a couple extra shots from me, but I don't mind. Damage to the swordsman. Defense 4 kicking in there. Here come the pterodactyl riders. Do you think I could get around them? It'd be a bit of a push. I mean, I have to go now, so let's test it and see what I can pull off here. That little bit of woods there might be enough to stop me. I can escape the riders, but not the Triceratops directly behind it. That's unfortunate. What if I was a bit more specific here? Just went kind of straight forward. No, you get to there and then you're out of luck. There's no way you're going to get away. Oh well, okay, we can't completely escape. So I'll have to think about how I want to approach that. Let's use the mortar. I think the best target would actually be these, so I can start strimming them down. If I can do enough damage to them with shooting, I might not have to bother. They're only defense 3 and they've only got 2 wounds each, so it's actually pretty easy to shoot them to death. Your other one. The mortar does fantastically, all the hits. Instant kills them, there you go. It's meant to be an infantry killer, but they're so fragile that they basically count as the same. Same principle over here, we could probably just shoot them to death. I might not be able to finish them in one shot, that's optimistic. If not, what I can do is I can have the light cav run up here and shoot them as well, and then get a flank charge on the Triceratops. Ordinarily charging a Triceratops with light cav would be pointless, but we have the Hex of Ruin spell to buff our damage up. So, we'll go with that. We'll move these forward enough to get a close range shot. Again, they're only defense... Oh, so I didn't even bother shooting them into them. Here comes these pterodactyls, so there's another set. Okay, well now you can side charge those if you were so inclined. Yeah, I'll leave those out, so that's a perfectly good target for you. while I'm here, let's just go ahead and do a load of damage. 7 wounds, so that's it. I don't think I ever have to bother actually engaging these, I can just kill them next turn. This of course left them alone because I haven't got the ranged output for it, so swordsman, just get away from that annoying pterodactyl unit, there's no reason for you to engage it. There, silly long range stuff can't reach us. I am conscious of getting a bit too close to the enemy. Oh, that's, I thought I was holding the wrong button there. No, this is their ranged output. For some reason, Fire Lizard is the blue one, instead of the green one. Okay, minor graphical error. I want to move up here to get into the side of this, but I don't want to move so close that it can hit me with its ranged output. So let's just stay as far away as possible. I think I'll be safe over here. Out of their range. I mean, they're going to save on 2+ against this, but if I do even a wound, it's worth it to try and reduce the numbers. There you go, 2. That's 4. Okay, that leaves Captain Lysander and his Griffin to pick a target. Any targets. I can ignore the Fire Lizard. I could probably go straight into the back of the mutes and just start chopping through them, so they never get a chance to do a load of shooting onto me. So I can beat those, and then hopefully they're still stood there, and I can charge into them next turn as well. Something. Man on Griffin back, firing 2 pistols into the enemy. What a hero. Here we go. Ah, they did. Okay, we'll have to charge them because they reached the mortar. I can't flee. That's fine, honestly. And then you'll take that one. Tonight. I was hoping they'd go with anything before that, because now they're going to get the use of their divine favour. No, there you go, and he used it on those. Fine, because now I'm going to shoot the cannon at it, but it's too late. If they moved anything else first, I might have been able to kill it before it could do that. Like so. Okay, the bruisers are here. I really don't want to fight those with archers, so we're just going to adopt a... Oh, I forgot to charge the Griffin. Okay, that's genius of me. Right. You're going to take quite a bit of shooting from these units then, I'm afraid. You'll survive, not the end of the world. Don't even know what you're trying to do. Do I want to use your abilities now? Not really, it's not worth it. So we'll just... Yeah, they're just going to die regardless. You don't have to waste your standard, and I'm going to use it next turn when I can subsequently side charge this Triceratops. If I even bother, I might just use cannons on it. I think they just use Divine Favour twice on this unit. It doesn't stack, guys. You don't get +1 skill 2 times. It's just a nice try. So we'll use our first hand now. You're going to get shot. Sorry. Okay, double 1. I was going. You've got 2+ save. You should probably chin it, but no. Well, if I'm going to have to be here and take all the damage, then I might as well get a rear charge for my efforts. I'd really like to, if I could pull off a rear charge and stay away from that pesky Fire Lizard as much as possible. So, how far can I go and then still have to turn around? Uh-oh. Okay, I'm going to here apparently. I can see them, so that works. And then Hexaruin, we need to use this on the Triceratops, otherwise we'll never get through it. They turn and don't shoot me. Okay, well I appreciate the mercy, guys, thank you. The mortar can go. The Fire Lizard's a great target for you. Double 1. There's actually a 3 and a 2. 1. Rolls, mate. Okay, next time we should be able to finish it off. Doesn't shoot me again for some reason. Well, I'm not complaining. Swordsman. So it all worked out. I took 2 wounds, but I get a rear charge instead of a side one. That was worth it. Aolotti's going to hit me, do no damage, and then my unit's just going to shred them. Annoyingly, they go up to skill 4 because of Divine Favour, but it's not really going to change the outcome. Oh, there's 1. Fine. This is more telling, so I get 20 attacks with all of the Kirstanic kicking, so I'm power 5, and I've reduced them to defense 4, so I can actually save them on. Good enough. Fantastic hit roll. Dead. Did 12 wounds, or 14 rather. There's a wound back, killing 1. That's okay. Okay, now charge this so you don't get hit by it anymore. I'll probably just use the cannon to kill that rather than charging into it, honestly. Because they can't, I would rather put them into the back of that skirmisher eventually. It's not, I don't have I have another use of Hex of Ruin, but I'd rather save it if I have to engage these. I suspect they're going to have to charge them. I'm going to ignore the Fire Lizard for now. So yeah, I'm going to hold on to it. Okay, they're actually aggroed onto them. Kind of annoying. I'd rather they keep pursuing the archers because then I could easily contend with them, but never mind. Shoot the Triceratops. 1. Actually 2. Doing halfway there already. That achieves nothing, and then everything else is I'm gonna wait for them to, I'm really hoping that they stay locked onto the Griffin and don't turn around, in which case great. Here, do I want to use Hex of Ruin or Potion of Power? I might as well use this now. There you go, you're power 8 now, congratulations. They stay there, fantastic, that's what I was hoping for. And then you can come up behind them and smash the unit. Once the AI gives away that it's locked onto a target, usually it just stay there and not divert itself, so you can just ignore it. I can't hit anything really that useful with the mortar. That would be better targets. This is going to die anyway, so just try and scrape a couple of wounds off of this, I suppose. It's going to get 2 up saves, so you're not liable to do a whole lot. Nope. Triceratops hides, repels mortar rounds, it seems. 16 archers here. Good amount of combined damage when there's that number of them. You can easily shoot this to death, tough as they are. That's actually not safe, so let's just get to here and then turn sideways on. There you go, that'll do. Still have something left? Ah, yes, the swordsman. Valiant swordsman. Okay, not really much of a challenge for Lysander here. I suppose I could... if that's a rear charge, I'll take it and I'll use Hex of Ruin on it and have Lysander kill it. It gets me out of the Fire Lizard killing me. It's a side charge. Might take a bit of damage. What does it get? 4 attacks, so it gets 2 hits on average. And I get a 3-up save. At the end screen, I'll heal 1 wound, which gets me up to 5, so I'd rather not take any extra damage unnecessarily. So what I'll do to escape the Fire Lizard instead is I'll charge into the back of these. Now I can't be targeted at ranged. And you're going to hit them in the back. Good. You've re-locked onto this, which is good news for me. Shoot and scoot. 3 wounds every time. How consistent? Oh, can't go that way. Oh, go that way. They turned directly around to face these. That's okay. If they do come for me, I could just flee. I'll use this now because this is probably the last combat and I like how it's participating in. Can I see him around that corner? No, not quite. I was afraid of that. Terrain is just good enough to stop me. So what I'll do is I'll just kill these instead. Oh, I can see it. Oh, look, we set the needle. Fantastic. Excellent work. Crack shot there. Although the Mark slot guns. So this, I would rather... There's going to be nothing for the Griffin to charge into next turn, so that little trick is... It's not a repeatable one, so I'm going to have to come up here and execute it. By gunning it to death. There we go. Now I can't be shot. I'm confident what's over here can easily contend with this. One wound. Oh, you only had 1 left. And then you, not really anything to do. Increase combat res to make sure they don't turn around. And swordsman, good as swordsman. Perfect. No extra attack from the Potion of Power this time, but again, I think we'll be okay. Oh, I could have in theory charged assumed that they weren't all going to die and then just charge them again. That's something to bear in mind for... You need to kind of think about subsequent turns and what the state is actually going to be, but not an issue in this case. That's pretty great. I think we took, some scratch damage on the cav, but otherwise we're pretty good. Levels everywhere. I like cav leveled. I guess, just more of them. We'll be able to benefit from it at the campsites. That's pretty good. Dislike cav leveled. We don't need those. Yeah, just more. They do more damage with shooting. Cannon leveled, and I've never seen that before. A single option. That's weird, because they have so few options. There you go, extra wound. The archers. Do you want the extra? No, I just want more of them. More shots, more shots. And the mortar leveled. The wounds are so bad, but I might as well take the gold. I'm going to press gold a couple of times on the cannon pieces. The Griffin is fine as it is. Those will get me through the elites, no problem, and then we'll go up to max size for the boss and take gold there. The extra cav would be cool. The thing is, when I go to the campsite, game out the amount of experience we'll have. So we have 0 now, we'll have 2 more fights with the elites, so 2, and then when we go to the camp, it will be a point of experience or 2 rounds of healing. 2 rounds of healing would probably not be useful, but then it's also, the experience is a trap, because you'll level, and the only useful thing you could possibly get out of it is, I think, the extra guys, which is not going to benefit me, so I'm just going to take 2 rounds of healing at the campsite anyway, so we're going to go up to full size, so I think we'll be fine at 7. That could use the extra guys, so we'll do it this way around. And swordsmen are just swordsmen, don't worry about it. There you go, we're rich. They're symmetrical now, which is what I was aiming for, perfect. Otherwise it's largely where we were. Gravethorn. So they're elites, but I believe the Act 3 elites are the same as the Act 2 elites, so obviously if you can beat them with considerably weaker armies, you won't have too much difficulty here. Okay, so you can be centralised because you can fly and get to anything. Gravethorn will be pretty much entirely, melee stuff, so we're not going to have to be worried about being shot too much. And by entirely, I mean completely melee. Look, it's all melee. These are going to come careening towards us. I can ignore that for a turn because it's not going to reach me, so I think I would prefer start blasting these ones instead. Specifically the one with the shaman on it. Ah, survives with a wound. Lucky you. If you come close enough, you might be able to pistol it. The archers are on the wrong side to help with that, I'm afraid. We wanted them over there. Yeah, their range. I can't get them over there in time to help, so we'll just take the long shot into this. Well, I say it will survive this turn. Probably not when I put the light cav into it as well. You're having to go around the long way, which is funny. Don't move these yet. I want to see where he winds up, because then I can shoot him and get out of the way of this one. So let's use something else. The mortar. What's the defense for harpies? They're 2 wounds each, so I want to start streaming them down, and they're fast. They'll fly straight onto us. So let's start preemptively damaging them now. It'll take a while to cut through all of those. Here they come. They've landed in a position we don't really care about. With no ranged enemy output coming, we could just freely pass turns. Don't move to there because they're going to move forward, so shoot and kill that and then get away. Yeah, they would kill it single-handedly. They've got good damage output. Not that tough, chariots. They can't withstand the heat. Perfectly safe here. You can come forward and probably finish off that one. One wound left. Unfortunate. Oh no, we got 2 pistol rounds from the Griffin. We can do this. Pass. Yeah, these silly blocks. That once all their fast stuff is dead, we'll just be cutting through the large blocks here, and it'll be pretty easy. Come over here, and if I do beat you, I can then fly back over if I need to. Use the versatility of having a flying unit that goes this far. You don't really wind up in a bad position ever. 2 hits, great. Just fail 1 save. Gotcha. Sniped. Kind of come up here for later. Get you out of the way of the harpies while you engage them unnecessarily. Grand. Perfect first turn. Charges. Now the harpies are worrying me because they might be able to get close enough to actually interfere, so I should probably put... you really want to cannon that though, because it's going to be annoying to outposition. I can use these to kill that. I'll probably have to intercept charge the harpies with my captain. So so we'll have used to kill this. I hope. Do roll 2 again. Got him this time though. More often than not, with all the upgrades, with extra shots and everything, we will kill them. They'll get to there, which is a tad annoying. Let's remove you from play. 10 hits is more than enough. I survived with a wound. Okay, I'll have to somehow scrape a wound off of it. I'm going to optimistically assume it's dead, in which case I can just... maybe I want the archers to do that. How can I position this in a way to give the archers a shot like that, and then they can just look over and hit it? That should be doable. They're going to come forward though, bear in mind, so let's get further away from them. I can't get to here because of all the wretched units in the way. Can't quite turn around. And I can't fit there because we're too close to him. Maybe if I come further this way and try that. Nope, I'm in the terrain now. You can try this. Why does that not work? I'm guessing this doesn't work because we're a bit too close to other units. Specifically the swordsman there. Get away. I think we can get away with that though. Just making it so we're not so close they can reach us. I'm pretty sure we're already out of range by this point. Right, archers, finish that one off. Get over to it. That's more than enough hits. Don't roll a million saves. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, it didn't get that good. I can start kiting them. Mortar, just continue stripping their numbers. Perfect. Yeah, I can still fit there with the captain. That's good. Nothing. You're just going to start stripping these. Go and get a close range shot. You can kite around them forever. Take a couple turns, but they'll die pretty quickly. Otherwise, it's you. I'll put you in the way to make sure that if I somehow bungle this, you're the one who takes the charge. I'm going to rear charge and break them, but I don't want them. If they fly off the field, is that far enough to get them off the board? I think so. So I'll take the pistols into these. Speed things up, and then you come over here. Excellent. And recharge them. You may have a rapidly moving flying unit, but I also have a rapidly moving flying unit. And I'm a human with a brain who can outthink you. So none of these guys are ever really going to catch us now, so just shoot things at your leisure. Trying to pin them in place. Well, if he's still there, I can just flee from that mongrel pack if it tries shooting me or anything annoying like that. Here they come, and I'll have you come over and hit them again. Far enough away from that unit back there that you can't be threatened by it. Do you think dead this turn? Not quite. And Goatman Warrior and the Longhorn left. I mean, if he's got multiple wounds, it's actually worth canning this target rather than anything else, I guess. There you go, we get them all. Oh, he's alive on a wound, how annoying. Fine, we'll just tickle you with something later. Get out of the way, just give these guys more room to get to safety. Blat, blat. Yeah, now we've got the room to wiggle over here. Oh, not quite actually, I'm going to have to go straight forward. Oh, it's going to get pretty ugly. I guess I could rear charge them with the captain and then break them. Assuming I win this and I'll be able to see them. I should be able to draw. Yeah, you can easily draw line of sight. Just hovering over. No, that's theirs. Oops, hang on. Mine is here. And we jut out. I can't use my usual tricks. I'm just going to have to estimate it. Oh, that's me. That's the captain. I can definitely see them. Good. Okay, we're safe. In that case, you might as well just stand there. I'm going to presume that we can win this, break them. They're only discipline 7 with no attacks back and no feelers, so that's pretty easy. And then just to make sure, I guess I'll use the... I think, well, the extra attacks and the power would be meaningless because basically the Inspire Valor is actually better here, so again, the power doesn't matter because we're wounding them a maximum roll anyway. They're reduced to 6s. So would you rather +1 attack, which potentially gives you the benefit of getting 1 more wound, which increases combat res by 1, or just automatically increase your combat score by 1? That one is the better choice in this case. Right, so you get rid of them. Yeah, all 4, and then a bit of extra help from Iron Feather will win by enough to reduce it so they can't possibly hold. That might be a flank charge rather than a rear charge. It's a rear, we got lucky, good. Okay, you're on 1 wound. What's the smallest shot that's the most meaning? I think the archers are probably the smallest damage output on average, so I'll just have you kill them. Or not. That's the downside to that approach, I suppose. And then the cannon would be the next best, just because it only does a maximum of 4. Whereas these could, in theory, do far more, so I'll conserve these for shooting at this. Short range, please. Perfect. Mortar them. This is what you're made for, mortar. Large swathes of rubbish tier infantry. Just get out of the way. Valiant swordsman. Do you want to come up here and start stripping that one? I guess so. All the kills I do just add towards breaking their morale faster. We're well past the point of losing this one now. If you come aggressive up across an Act 2 or Act 3 elite and it's the Gravethorn, know that you've lucked out because they're pretty atrocious. Now I'll take the extra attack because what am I saving it for? They're one of the easiest ones you can fight. 4 or 5 hits, killing 2 of them. Iron Feather chomps another 2 and they break. Goodbye. They actually still count as on the field. Interesting. I might just charge them again to see if I can force them off. That's annoying. Oh, because I see the mistake I made. They were blocking line of sight while they're there, but now that they're not, they can see me easier. I'd rather just flee. Losing the damage from this doesn't matter. So they'll get to there, in which case it's not a good idea to charge this, because they'll be able to charge me next turn, so that'll do. We'll go off the field, which is understandable. Now I can recharge them instead. Fortunately over here the AI wasn't quite smart enough to trap me. If they moved a millimetre further forward, I wouldn't be able to perform this wheel and it would be very difficult for me to escape, but they chose not to, so we're fine. They rally, which was expected because of all their ranks, so we're just gonna, that one's gonna get charged, so we'll just put all the shots into this one instead. Go artillery, spam them down. 3, 4, 5. Excellent shot there, mortar. Doing what you're designed to do. You just get out of the way. And can I get into short range with these? No chance. But we can easily finish off the rest of those next turn. You sort of stay there and recharge those. Oh, you could have pistoled them. Ah, well. But if potentially 2 extra casualties could have made a difference here in the number of ranks, let's see if that little bit of impatience there makes any actual difference. 3, you've got good odds of killing 3, so I'll use you. Oh, I've got double 6 blast. Just trying to conserve shots when I go over to there. Yep, perfect. Not great power in the archers, but it's not what they're for. You come over here. Excellent shot. They're saving very well. And all that really amounts to is a delay of the inevitable. At this point, what I would recommend doing is probably just recharge this. It might be over before I even get the chance. Yeah, once this breaks, that'll be the end of it. Skip the rest. I didn't use Hex of Ruin because it's already 6+. Actually, it would have made a difference for Iron Feather. It would have made no difference at all. The roll's the same. Double 6 just tells you to eat it. But that was pretty easy. Once I saw Gravethorn pop up, I knew I pretty much had it. Oh, it's actually going to get to level 8. Look at that. So you need 4 experience now to get up to level 8. Once you, it's a Act 3 only purview, that, getting into that tier. Wounds, gold replenishment. I'd rather the wounds because just combat stats are all that matter now. Gold. You're maxed. You're maxed. Again, we're having no difficulty getting through these fights with this, and they'll go up to full HP at the final rest anyway. So yeah, just see how the ridiculous amount of cash we can generate. A lot, as it transpires. I'm probably buying 2, maybe 3 units off of this final armory. Torbjorn, this is more of a hassle. Dwarves and their flying machines. I've only got 1 cannon. You'd want like 2 or 3 of them to chew through them quickly. The flying machines are going to come forward and shoot me. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. They're so fast, they're going to hit me basically no matter what. So just decide what you want to be shot. So the swordsmen are basically fodder. And I'd actually prefer the artillery take the shots for me, because they can chin it a bit better. So you come down the flank here and you be bizarrely further forward to serve as a tanking unit. Strange, I know, but it makes sense, I promise. Yeah, flying machine, flying machine, flying machine. They've got 2 inferno cannons, which are amazing, but never going to reach us and never participate in the battle, so we can disregard those. What's a tad annoying is that my cannon can... Ah, I see. I can shoot these. I was a bit annoyed because the only 2 targets I can reach are in cover. However, flying units don't benefit from cover because, of course, they're flying over above the tree line, so you're free to shoot at them and there's nothing they can do to stop it. 1 down. Yeah, they're just stuck in place. They can't move. They're going to fly forward and steam gun me over the place. I can't really do anything about that. They're smartly using their worse units as kind of distraction. The mortar can just focus on chipping down the... I say the berserkers, but really I can just dance around them forever. I think it's more imperative I kill these quickly. Between the mortar and an archer for rounds, do you think I can get one? Maybe. Just need to do 2 more wounds. Here he comes. We're going to steam gun this, but it benefits... That's hilarious. So it benefits from protected crew, which is why I was happy to stick it in front of the steam guns. They're kind of like my mortar, where they roll 2d3, that's their attacks. But because protected crew gives you -1, it's -1 for both dice. So they rolled 1-1. So they did 1-1, -1, -1, 2, -2, 0 hits. They somehow managed to miss me completely. I don't believe the Dwarven flying machines will ever actually declare a charge because they count as a melee, ranged unit. So yeah, just move up to them and start blasting. Dead instantly. Now on this side, please shoot the swordsman. Thank you. They're doing terribly. Double ones all over the place. And we conserve the archers because I think the archers can maybe pick up that one for me. So I'll just have you come forward and repeat the process here. 1 wound left on that one, not quite as good. Oh, they've got their grenades, so they can... Yeah, they're explosive. 1 use only. They get to throw a satchel at me and try and kill me, which is fine. Just sort of twist out the way. Can only do that. It's a 1 use trick though, so we're now safe. Annoyingly, they managed to hold off on that Dwarven engineer unit such that I can't... Maybe I can just move forward. I could move forward and shoot it like that, or I could just kill the one with 1 wound instead. The benefit to doing so is that I deny its damage output, theoretically, if I kill it. Which I think is worth it, because there's no way that one's going to get to do anything, because I kill it first thing next turn anyway. So yeah, let's try and scrape off the last 2 wounds. Unlikely, but slightly more beneficial than killing that one. Got it. Fantastic. The engineer is also a slight hassle in that you can improve the defensive properties of one of the flying machines, so he'll probably pick himself. I have no idea what you're going to do. Just fly into here and start hurl vicious insults at the dwarf berserkers. The insults may or may not take the form of lead pellets fired from pistols. No charges, because yeah, even though they can reach me, they won't take it. Do this first before it can shoot me again. I suspected the AI would do something silly and nick the wrong target. I'm going to start moving you around them. In fact, I might be so... I don't think I'm so fast I can get to the rear yet, but let's be more specific. Don't waste time jittering about, just get right to there. That's even worse than... How did I do it last time? Obviously I can't see them there, so you have to go backwards and then twist just enough to catch them. No, 0.1, 2. Maybe 0.3. Oh, I say I can see them, probably not there. You need to be a bit kinder than that to the... There you go, I can definitely see them. I'll try. If it's a rear charge, great. You can just break the unit immediately. These irrelevant units don't count. Start killing the berserkers. Don't know if you can hit them now. Yes, you can, great. Put all your damage into 1 unit if you can. Just makes your it makes it even easier for you in terms of out-positioning the enemy. Here I'm not going to waste time dancing and to hit them on that, so we'll just put the defense into the closer one. So that's 6, halfway there. What's the average damage? It's 14, and then if it was 15 you'd get, what, 10? So 9.66 hits recurring, and then they take half of that because of a 4-up save, so 4.5, 4.88 wounds or something along those lines. They took 6, so that's a bit above average. Not likely to kill them next turn. Good roll though. Oh yeah, they moved forward. Okay, we're definitely not recharging them now. Fair enough. They can of course move. Maybe we forgot about that. Over here. Well, you know what I can do? Maybe to speed up how fast this takes, I'm going to go charge and kill the Inferno Cannons. By doing so, I can just bring this to an end quicker. If I land there, I can't quite subsequently charge into that, but the Griffin will, I think, heal twice at the campsite anyway, so... Oh, then what I can do, if it stays in place, I could fly over to here and then get it in the back like that. Yeah, I think I'll do that instead. No charges. I haven't accidentally moved into range of it, have I, do you think? I have. Well, that was silly. Take no damage because we're hard as nails. Okay, well now I know what position they're in, a perfect spot for me to The reason I didn't take the charge last time was because I think because of the angle, I would hit and kill that one, but I wouldn't be able to subsequently charge it to the next. Whereas if I can do this, kill it, and then go straight into that one. The justification behind doing that was that it would be good to avoid being shot by them, but then I was shot by them anyway because I'm not smart. 2 left. I can use the cannon to finish that. They didn't catch me there. I didn't think they would. Yeah, I can just shoot them more later. +1. It's the minimum. Oh, they're still alive. I'm going to have to waste something else into that. That's a bit unlucky. I want these 3 to move up and shoot them later, so I am going to do this. That'll probably mean you get caught by those. Swordsman just get away. Oh, I can't escape. I'm going to have to do something about these this turn. They haven't reached that, which is great. So oh, that wood there might be just enough to slow me down from reaching rear arc. No, I'm way too fast. You can easily get to there and see them. I would rather put my volley into this first, because they're going to get charged and broken in the back. Do what DPS you can to that while you have the chance, and then we'll charge them. Yeah, do the same. Should be manageable enough for my mortar and archers to handle it now. Smash some dwarves. Smash the stunties. No, don't front charge. Why would you do that? Give them a load of combat res for no real reason. That turns in face, which makes no difference. You might as well just use this. See if you can break them. It also is very useful over here. I don't want them sticking around. Use your curse standard now. I come forward. Let's get rid of this. I'll use these 2 first, and if it's still alive, I can then direct this cannon into it, just in case I need to. Doesn't seem likely, unless you take 8 shots single-handedly. Nope, he died 4 times over for the trouble. Cannon fire. I don't know how you managed to hit 3 of them in that position, but maybe you got lucky, hit one and then it ricocheted into the others. Good shot anyway. They're dead. That's basically the entire army finished. So they'll be gone, this will be dead. They're holding on rather well considering how much of them there isn't left on the field. I think this will be enough to break them once this goes. No damage back. You lose a morale check and break. No, they're still there. Amazingly, they actually... it bugged. So it gets low enough that it is routing this turn, but it just doesn't display for whatever reason. Fine. Level the captain. Yeah, we might as well take the skill. You might encounter skill 5 stuff when you're dueling the enemy, so there you go. That's our final stat line. Nice. And the swordsman. I might as well take the size. I don't know if I can even benefit from it. You might be better off taking replenishment, actually, because I'm not going to have... Well, no, I can heal once now, and then I can heal twice at the camp, so I get 3 heals, so I think the size is the better way to go. Yeah, because I get 5 to 6, so take that now, and then you'll get another 5 to 6, another 5 to 6, and that will get you over the 19 where you were, so it is worth taking the cap. Everyone else, however, will guaranteed heal to max at the campsite. They will heal anyway. This is the one unit where you may consider taking this now, because you can take your XP and your heal to go up to full, so I'll do it for that one. And then everyone else is fine to take gold. Just spam it. Yeah, they'll get 2 and then another 2. There's no point in taking experience, they won't get there, so cash all round. 1283, that is the highest number I've seen in that little box. If you want a higher one than that, let me know. Final armory. Right. More light cav with the captain. That's kind of cute. Can I just buy all of them? Hang on. 800. Yes, you could just buy all of those units. You have no money left over for upgrades, which is not terrible when you consider there's basically none I want. The only upgrades I'd be interested in are the ones for Lysander. So more attacks, reroll saves. So that's 100. If I bought all of these, there's no upgrades for the mortar that matter. These could, in theory, get a couple nice upgrades. So how much does this really add up to? 835 plus 300 is 1,135 plus the 50, 1,185 plus 7, 1,192, I think. which means I would be just shy of buying both of them. I mean, I don't think I have any points of recruiter or anything, so I'll buy these first, and let's see if I get anything cool with the upgrade. So the actual unit itself absolutely takes skill, because you need to shoot better, and then I'm hoping the next one is extra. I don't know if I've got 2 points in recruiter. I do, and you take the size, fantastic. We can spam them right up to 7 immediately. Good. Do you get any useful anything you can buy? So I see. Need to remember that Anna can buy things as well. I'm going to have too much gold left over is the problem. So you can buy both of these are cool. Banner of Swiftness, Banner of Mist. I can buy 2 units and have a load of gold, or I can buy 3 units and have only a tiny amount of gold for a couple upgrades. If I just had a fraction more. It's weird, so I've actually reached a point where with 1,200 I'd actually somehow want more gold. There you go, there's always a need for a bit more. What do we want with Anna? Could probably give a pistol so she can participate with her fellow light cav and shoot things. It's not a bad idea. And then a great weapon in case I charge. Yeah, so you can go all in on her. So what, 60 and then 70 there. So 130 on you, 230 on you. And then one of these, probably the mortar, honestly. And you'd have what, 200? You just still have like 300 left to buy a load of not necessarily too useful stuff. Is buying a load of upgrades for you guys better than... Honestly, Imperial Archers are going to be kind of meh, not a huge loss leaving them at home, so we'll take your extra attack certainly, and I'm hoping for reroll ones. Beauty they are, max damage immediately. No upgrades for it, of course, and then I could afford that. Oh, I can still buy it. Of course I can. You buy it, you get left with 91. So you could buy probably reroll saves for 50, leaving you with 41. Pistols for you. Actually, that's a good compromise. Yeah, let's have you reroll saves. So he can guarantee break stuff when he charges into it. And let's give you your 2 pistols so you can help shoot things. Hang on. Oh, I've miscalculated. 430, that leaves you with 41. Yeah, that's fine. Good. And then that, and then you can buy the archers. I think that's okay. The size is probably better than the reroll ones. And now you can reroll ones anyway. Cool. Right, that's how we leave it. Oh, so I did never had that happen before. You bought all 3 units at the final shop with the outrageous amount of cash we had. Let's max out everyone's size now. So replenish, replenish, replenish. Captain Anna is not going to level, even though she only needs 2. She'll never get there. Unfortunately, those points in recruiter that you get for your primary character benefit every unit you buy, but not additional characters you pick up. So Captain Anna is going to come in at level 1, unfortunately. Never mind, we'll take the extra dudes. You'll go up to full-size swordsman, full-size cav. You're already there, so you might as well take your extra XP. I suspected this would happen, so the only useful thing is max size, but there's no further instances of me able to generate any more guys. You can't press heal, so this is irrelevant, so I guess we'll take the discipline. The one instance in which veteran discipline is better than anything else, because you have no other choice. The archers level, the mortar level. Reroll ones, fantastic. Good time to pick it up. The mortar takes an extra wounds just in case it gets shot at, I suppose. Nobody else would benefit or care in any way, so just press the buttons. And up here, you're maxed. I don't know why they get different colorations for being... Normally it's this colour for full HP, and you get these sickly ones instead. Yeah, you just press these. Good, okay, we've done it. Alright, this is what we're going into the final boss. Holy moly, look at all of them cavalry. Wow. Alright, I can't stretch you out anymore. That's as good as we can get, really. That's one more would be pretty, but no, the archers can stay tight because I'm not going to use them in melee, so I'd rather they not just be taking up space. The swordsmen are ridiculous being at that size. You might as well do this. 24 swordsmen. So all of a sudden, going for the campaign at like 8 dudes the whole time, you went up to 24. They're a real unit now. You might actually participate. Cavalry, 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 and that's pretty much how we're going to align. So 2 archers, 3 light cav. It's a rangy, more ranged-oriented build for Empires of Man. You can go melee, but we've gone ranged, which is cool, with a high degree of mobility and some static artillery to assassinate things. Right, let's face World's End. I believe World's End is the same each time, but I'm welcome to be proven wrong. This is the one downside. We now have so many guys, it's kind of hard to position. This is impassable terrain, so I want the Griffin in front of that. It's the one that can ignore it and fly over. Our artillery bank can kind of just chill out here, I suppose. kind of centralised so they can shoot anything they want. And then the archers on the flank. Oh, look how pretty this is. Cav down the flanks. It's going to be really hard to kind of get any use out of them without getting in each other's way. They've also blocked the shots from anything with the mortar over there. Cavalry on this flank. You. And swordsman there, I suppose. I'm happy with that, so to speak. Cav are probably going to take some shooting for their trouble here, but there's not much else I can do. What you can do is you can use the shift key to slightly reposition. So if I know I'm going that way, maybe I'll have you kind of look over there to start. So, you there. Holy moly, look at, yeah, it's just a whole weird collection of things from every army. So how much shooting I've got? Almost none. In fact, the long rifles there are the only really threatening long-range stuff, so I'm going to immediately put a cannonball into those. They've got the lethal hits, 30 wound thing, so killing them promptly is a good idea, and they're all dead. Okay, we've eliminated the enemy's ranged output. I'll just pass a bunch now, they can't bother me. War riders, so some proper cav there. Okay, how do we want to handle this? I could put a lot of damage into them. I don't know if I'm able to... No, there's definitely not... Well, that's, the impassable terrain doesn't start here, it starts there. So I could, maybe in theory, squeeze my guy. I don't think I'll quite fit the light cav there, so I'm better off. Just, they can't get any more. So I'm going to put these here so they escape everything else. And then shoot them a load to reduce their damage. I can then charge, use my Curse Standard, Hex of Ruin to cripple their defense and smash through them. Trolls on that side, not that intimidating, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll start stripping them down immediately. Just decreasing the number of attacks they'll get when they inevitably get into combat with this light cav unit. I guess I could intercept them with the captain, but I'd rather use that to charge something juicier elsewhere. Okay, yeah, I'll have you come forward now. I'm committed to this idea, I'm not going to be scurrying around. This is the final boss, we're going to take brave upfront confrontations. It's a shame because we can do amazing range damage if I had just a bit more time. I don't really care about that. You're sort of in the way, guys, but I'm happy for you to face the centaurs because centaurs are pants. I'll be honest, they've got 5 on the charge, so they're better strength than us. They're bad discipline. I mean, I should just crush them, if I'm being honest, with my Banner of Fury and veteran skill. Yeah, I've got better skill than they are. You might want to be careful though because you've moved into range of the giant, so it depends who charges what. As long as I tell you what, I'll try and intentionally get closer to those. Don't give the giant a flank though, that'd be daft. Like that. Maybe I'll have the captain fight the giant, that's not a bad idea. Go to there, kill some centaurs for me. That I don't care about. I would love for you to get over there and hit them, but there's simply no chance. Instead we'll go with a high priority target, so the Minotaurs are an excellent unit to start doing damage to them. One less bovine behemoth. Archers, can you even... Oh, it's going to be hard to even get a shot over there now. Yeah, I've kind of blocked myself off from the primary target there, that's a shame. Even if I tried this, I don't think I can get over there and there and then twist a bit. No, not quite. A bit further back and twist further. Nope, no, the cutoff is there, so you're not going to see. I'd have to go even further around. It just gets worse and worse if you kind of angle it in this direction. That's not going to happen. Okay, we'll just shoot at something else. We'll still win, it's just a bit annoying. Minotaurs. I mean, they wouldn't really have contributed anything, let's be honest. The damage output's pretty woeful. Here, these haven't moved yet, so I'm just going to stall out until they decide to make a decision. Put it all into one unit. Oh, we reroll ones. Better. But I know where they are now, and they'll move the same, so they shouldn't, in theory, be able to reach me. So I want to shoot the monstrosity or the trolls. Probably not the monstrosity, because I can just kill it with a cannon. No, I'd much rather use the cannon to stop the feral giant, so I will have you target this. And stop it from just careening into me. I can't get to short range without risking death, so we'll just take some pot shots at long range. It's pretty tough, it's going to take a while. And the Anna as well. You aren't going to reach, which is fine. You are going to shadow bot me though, which is annoying because he'd probably kill off a... No, my ranged output, how dare you? You. Okay, now, I would rather continue to have you distract these units, or I'm actually going to shoot at the monstrosity. There we go. Now I can easily kill it off with some lighter shooting like this archer unit later. Ah yes, the captain's still left. Oh, there's a lovely little spot for you there. I don't think I can get to rear charge it. Come back a bit and twist. I can rear charge the giant. Fantastic. Go for it. Spells. What I could have done is I could have Hexa-ruined the monstrosity first and then shot it, and that would have killed it, but I'd much rather save it for when I inevitably have to do this. Because it's defense 6, so let's just chop it down now. Oh, wow! The pistols actually do good work, because it has to reroll itself. So, I forget the pistols actually coincide with the... Recharge into that. I can only Hexa-ruin one thing though, either the boars or the giant. I think I'll take the giant head on without... I'm like power 8 or something like that, something silly like that. Maybe I needn't bother. Do you want to charge this and just kill it? You've got the Curse Standard and Banner of Fury. I think you can just overwhelm and punch it to death. There's 8 wounds and there's defense 5. Skill 3. So we're skill 4 with a Curse Standard. So we'll have... If I use the Curse Standard, we'll have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Well, if it's 20, well, it'd be 7. So 14.66 hits. No, hang on. It's a third, so... No, 14.33 hits. And I'll be power 3, 4, 5. It takes like 7 wounds on average and just survives, which is, I guess, okay. Better than having it. I can Hexa-ruin something, so I'm going to charge it now to maybe bait it into Hexa-ruining me. That'd be very convenient. You could charge that and kill it, but why would you allow it to do a lot of nasty range damage to you? They're all countering, which is correct. Good. Go for it. Okay. Now what I'm hoping, if I can kill this, with a bit of lucky rolling, I could maybe, they can see me so they can charge me, but what I can do is shoot them and engage them from the side and front, so they can just kill the trolls instantly. So let's try it. Let's shoot and kill this. I can move now because I don't really care. I'm still only into short range with the terrible range they have, but just do a wound. Oh, okay, I'm going to shoot the archers into it. Never mind, come over here. Make sure they can't see you. If they are there, you can take a front charge into that arc. I had an extra pistol round, forgot about that. Minotaur's there, doing nothing because they can't actually see me. Okay, Hexa-ruin time. What is our power on the charge? Remind me. We are power 6 base with Great Weapon, Flam Tongue, the magic weapon. The Great Weapon will give us 1 extra on the charge, putting us to 7. I think that's it for now. 7, yeah, so 7. And then we got, if I use the Potion of Power, it'll be 8, 9, which is 3 over them, but I can't use the Potion of Power and Hexa and have to make a choice. So 7's great because it means he's saving on 5 plus and 1 over his defense, and then he has to re-roll it for cruelty. So I'm not going to kill it with only 4 attacks, I'm afraid. Iron Feather's not liable to do too much, only being power 6, but if it survives, I'll win the next round of combat, so not the end of the world. The scare, though, is if they stay in place, he's going to come over and kill me. But I'd rather... Let's do a bit of maths over here first. What are the odds of me winning or losing this without Hexa-ruin? So I've used Curse Stand, so 18 in the front rank and 5 in the back is 23. And then better skill again, so hitting on 3s. Well, it's 24 would be 16, so 15.66 hits recurring on average. And then I'm power 5 on the charge, because I'm so 4 up save. Let's see, 15.66. So they take like 7, just shy of 8 wounds, which is almost enough to kill them all. They do 8 attacks back. Okay, I will win that easily. So let's help myself over here. I'll take the Potion of Power, just to make sure I get through it this turn. More power and then the extra attack makes it more likely. They Primal Fury it for more power and reroll attacks that it isn't going to be able to get. Not the most brilliant move, the AI. We're going to cannon the Feral Giant and use all of this to try and stop it, because I really don't need it to be alive right here. In the event I fail, I can put the archers into its flank to stop it. Never mind, I killed it in 1 shot. Sorry. Yeah, I thought that happened. The reason it's crucial I kill this quickly is because I don't want to be charged in the back by legionaries. They have halberds and will cut right through Iron Feather, no problem, so I intend to flee from them. Otherwise, you're just free to shoot things. Please kill this before it bothers me. Surely you can do and wound. Yes, perfect. They've used the Doom Bell, which allows them to, I think, reroll all their attacks everywhere. Yeah, which is a tad annoying, but I'll get over it. And then here, just start shooting at other things. These are going to be the next biggest headache for me, so I'll start working them over. They're 6s to hit because they have what the Banner of Myths, so don't shoot into them. Do something melee oriented to do those later. Just wasting a lot of DPS by targeting those. So the War Chief with the Orcs Brute it is. Water them. Show no mercy. Bombard at range. I think I have another turn before they reach me as well. Okay, here we go. So it would be 4, which is great, but they get an extra 1 for the bell. And they're pretty strong, they're there. Oh, they have the band. The other thing about the World's End, this final boss, they have magic items on some of their stuff, so you want to be hover over and careful. I'm still going to win, so I'm not that fussed. We hit terribly. That's dismal. 11. That's still enough to prevail anyway. Here we go, the Swordsman. Only 14 attacks due to not having a curse standard, but never mind. They're going to re-roll. This might hurt a bit. I still win combat. They hold, but it's going to be a lot easier for me next turn. Here we go. Okay, so 5 attacks every time, and then empower 9 and force him to roll 6. So he does 5 wounds. Can Iron Feather do 1? Yes, you can, surely. You're going to save all of those, are you? Got them. Excellent work. Now you can run away. Giant assassinated. The bell isn't really going to do a whole lot. Okay, well, the character instant kill. Can we do 8 wounds? No, we actually do really poorly. They're rolling. Yeah, that's also 12 here. The average rolling of these light cav on the flanks here has been dismal. But they do break, which is a big deal because I can now double surround this, which I was hoping to do. I didn't consider that would somehow lose it, so we'll take the counter, which is into the side. Can't fit into the back. I knew this was going to be an issue, but I thought that because when the charge is complete, they'll wheel around and be stood there, at which point they'll be more than they'll be kind of there, so they'll be able to fit in. They won't be able to move, so they're locked in place. But apparently, I have to be able to fit in there before any of the charge actions happen. I guess I could have prevented that by charging them there first. They'd have to counter me and then hit me, but I didn't have that discretion. I don't think they went first, didn't they? So they got me there. Do you want to bother charging this? I think I'd rather just have you running around shooting things. Yeah, okay, so sorry, Light Cav, you're in a bit of trouble there. I guess I could Hex of Ruin the trolls. No, I can't. I'm going to be fleeing this turn. Fortunate. Rally. I don't rally, so I'm actually going to run off the board. Oops. Guess I have you shoot that. They haven't reached us yet, so just spread out a bit while you have the chance. This is going to be more of a hassle. Yeah, we can get through that one without too much challenge. They're using Primal Fury on something again. Probably them, which is annoying. Can't actually fit through there, so just making sure they don't ever come back. And start making your way over this way. Actually, just chill out where you are. The odds on is that I might lose this combat now, because I didn't think Primal Fury would happen again, annoyingly. The bell's running, we'll flee the field. Alright, continue the ranged onslaught. 2 brutes. Only big targets left for the... yeah, the Minotaurs are a perfect target for a cannon. Their multi-wound against the multi-targets is very efficient for damage output. Just did 6. And chips. Oh, good shot. They'll be gone next turn. And might as well do that as well. In fact, if you can start drawing the ire of this Ibex warrior unit, that would be very, very useful. Don't want them menacing my poor cannons, the one thing that can't dodge. Oh, you're still active. Okay. Do we win this without curse stand, without any other upgrades? They'll be power 5 against defense 5. They'll get what? Let's do their damage first. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 12 attacks. They get 6 hits on average. They'll be power 5 against defense 3. No, power 6 with the great weapon. They'll be other than 6s. I take 5 wounds on average. I'll do 2, 4, 6, 7, 10, 12, 13, 14. Hitting on 3s, which again doesn't go in, but 9.66 hits. And then power 5 against defense 5, about 4 wounds. I lose combat more often than not. So what I'll do is I'll take the shot here. I'll finish those off. I can kill that. He's still going to be alive, which is okay. And then on the presumption that I lose this one, I'm going to turn around. They'll run off the field, and then I can side charge them. Yeah, I keep forgetting Anna has a pistol. Why'd I bother buying it? For ceremonial purposes. Do damage to the centaurs. Annoyingly get to reroll. Get 1 extra out of it, which isn't terrible, but the extra power is what sucks because it's worse than my save. I still win by 1. They still hold. Eventually you will lose, centaurs. Over here, right. They hit slightly below average. They do the 5 wounds we calculated. We hit pretty much there. And we do 1 extra wound than we got. We come with a draw. Not bad. Can't charge there, but I can just shoot something else instead. It's not really a loss, is it? I should just get through there and kill them and nobody's stuck around. No, I can't fit there, so leave it. Very brave war chief there. I can easily shoot instead, so let's get rid of the minotaurs first. Oh, they're all dead. They had a wound on them, perfect. They're in the range of that mortar, so I probably want to hit them with something. I can't actually help with that one, so I might as well put these into the back of that unit and just smash them this turn. Managed to rally this time, how brave of you. They're going to come over there, which is okay, because if this unit breaks, I can side charge them with a swordsman. If the unit will absolutely break under that much combined strength. This one's dead. No skull and crossbones for characters, they don't have that functionality. You're going to come racing over here to hit them in the back. Hard to shoot because of the banner of mist, but you may as well try. Waters are it's +1 but -1, so it comes out just whatever the roll is. Better than nothing. Much better than nothing's pretty good. Even with the banner of mist, we're able to cut through them. Defense 5 and banner of mist are taking that much damage. To be fair, look at the amount shooting at them. Here we go. So I would have lost the combat with the swordsman this turn. Good news, they're all dead. Which leaves you free to stop them from hitting me. Over here, we're saving on 5s, not 6s, but still pretty grim going. Yeah, we lose. I'll have to run. I can dedicate all of this shooting onto the trolls. Regenerating or otherwise, they're not going to be able to regenerate against that much. Stop that. Everything else is perfect. Well, well, if you're not going to... I mean, you might as well do this now. If the captain here isn't going to be participating in combat directly, you may as well use Hex of Ruin on something. I could Hex of Ruin the trolls, get them to defense 2, and just murder them with small shooting. Or I could Hex of Ruin this unit, get them down. They'll probably win anyway. They only get 3 attacks. And if they hold on, I can just recharge them, side flank charge them next turn. So yeah, let's do this. Let's cripple their defense now, so when I start volleying into them, they're instantly killed. Can't get over there, so here is fine. Okay. I don't know if they'll all be dead, but I think I can get most of them down. I'm just going to get the archers into a position where they're not in the way of my mortar. Take a short range shot first. 5 up save against little archers. Oh, this is going to be horrendous for these guys. They're really banking on that defense 5 for shooting defense purposes. Can't really make use of regen when we're doing this much damage to you this quickly. That's everything they have. I can't really do anything else. We're going to be there to side charge them in case they hold. They just finish against this anyway. That's a duel. Captain Anna against Gargas Bloodjaws. Charming fellow, I'm sure. No damage from Anna. And then the unit into the back of Bloodjaws. Doing 2 wounds, hooray. Interestingly, it counted as a duel, but I saw the pictures come. Maybe it was just her hitting the unit. Damage from the swordsman. They hit back not at all. Their ranks may allow them to hold. No. Optimistic thinking. They have one active unit left, and that's it. Well, just send the archers in. Reason not to. I could recharge those as well. Go for it. Careful, he's using wild fawn on himself, whatever we'll do. This unit's going to die anyway, so you might as well just hex ruin that. Up to power 4, 5 on the charge, so they'll be crippling them. Nothing else can be done anywhere, so just skip the rest. Charge with a cannon. Can't do that. There's only one cannon left in the game that can perform a charge. It's the dwarf one, if you get the rune of speed. Here we go. So only you can't deal with 2 characters, that's not honourable. So Anna gets it because she got first dibs. Lysander can't participate. Speed up a bit. They do kill another horseman. Iron Feather tries goat for a meal. Bit stringy. They hold, miraculous. Well done. This less. We win by all of 2 and they still break. Funny. We get an extra turn because of the amazing bravery of our Ibex Warriors and Goatman Shaman. I could just do it again. I'd rather shoot them this turn. Probably do more damage this way. They rally because there's a lot of them. Can you do more damage than 2? So you'll do this, you'll do a bunch of damage, and then you would charge the next turn, if there was a next turn. Use that to break. If I used that last turn, maybe I would have got them. But I would have done less damage because of the... Oh, I didn't... Oh yeah, I used Hexarune on the above unit. The duel continues. It's a bit of a wet noodle contest. Lysander kills off the rest of the unit, and then it's just us doing damage to character who has died. There's way too many wounds coming in. Yeah. So the wounds do overspill onto him despite being locked in the duel. They just get bored of watching him descend upon him, cut him to bits. Hold the line, complete the campaign and hardest difficulty with the Imperial Captain. I presume that says. There you go, we've beaten it with all the humans now. Trail of Dead conquered. Huzzah! Right, here's who do gold. Ah, I didn't get to... Interesting, I have, because you start with a little bit of gold in reserve, I have more gold, so I'm over 3,000 spent, but not 3,000 earned. Fine. Pretty amazing kill ratio. 20 to 1 plus, that's not bad at all. So this is going to break all my old records, because of course when you're going to the end you have a lot more benefit from... Lysander did well, 127 for a character is pretty good. Iron Feather is not as potent as the man atop of him, but still not bad. None of your count, because none of the stats count from the last battle. Same problem for you. You did... I was about to be really rude and said you did almost nothing. No, not at all. Lysander's Guard contributed massively over the course of the campaign. Generating gold, cleaning up after the army, distracting enemy units, being fodder for shooting. A vital role we couldn't have done without. Thank you for your service, Lysander's Guard. 407 for the initial Forerunner unit. Not surprising, they're my primary damage dealer. Yeah, they even beat out the cannon. Normally I thought the Imperial Cannon would take it, but no, light cav really are butchers when it comes to killing things. And then these were picked up later, so they kind of fall behind. Ranged units have a benefit when it comes to killing. That melee units tend to break what they're fighting and they run away, whereas if you're dealing with them at ranged, you can just shoot every single one to death. That's it, we've succeeded. So there's a reward for completing the difficulty 7. You get the option to use your alternate skin. You can use the alternate character. So that's all our humans done. We have them all unlocked. And I've completed difficulty 7 on no other faction, which is a bit kooky. So I'm going to obviously continue. We're going to start doing more difficulty 7 runs now as we go through. So I've picked the next one I would like to do, but if you have any ideas for subsequent ones you'd like to see in what order, then by all means please do let me know. I'm happy to take feedback on board. So there's lots of options for basically any character, any faction is viable at this point. So if it's something you'd really like to see, please do let me know. Otherwise, if you just want to chat down in the comment section or with each other, that's fantastic. If you did enjoy, please do like and subscribe. It massively helps out the channel and I do appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.